XRP surged 15% versus Bitcoin in 3 days. What caused such growth? First, the regulators launched an attack on the cryptocurrency banks, probably to take out the competitors and run the CBDC. The first to be affected was Silvergate Bank, which was related to the largest cryptocurrency companies Coinbase, Circle, MicroStrategy, Binance, etc. XRP technology is great for CBDCs. Ripple's Senior Vice President of Customer Success reveals that Ripple is discussing CBDCs with more than 20 central banks worldwide. Even today, more than 100 banks are members of RippleNet and use the technology to their advantage. If the CBDC launch happens, the price of XRP will skyrocket. However, it will bury crypto and privacy. Second, on March 8th, Ripple scored a major win against the SEC with a fatal exclusion of expert testimony. Scott Chamberlain, co-founder of XRP Ledger, said the SEC couldn't prove anyone was buying XRP for profit. Some expect a ruling on the lawsuit as early as the end of March. I doubt it will happen, but still, this event is pushing the XRP exchange rate up. Let's talk about price. XRP is in the global accumulation zone below 40 cents. Historically, this has been a good zone for gaining ground. Of course, the price could drop below 20 cents if XRP loses a trial, but for now, the score is in Ripple's favor. I expect a sharp move in XRP in the coming weeks, as a triangle has appeared on the chart. Usually, the price takes off from such triangles in a random direction, so be warned, the rate could plummet to 23 cents or surge to 50 cents or higher. I am more inclined to the second scenario, given the fundamental analysis, but mind the risks, as this is not financial advice. The next project on the radar today is Hedera. A scammer hacked into Hedera's smart contract service and took HBAR coins out of the liquidity pools. Because of this, the Hedera team decided to stop the proxy servers, which removed user access to the mainnet. Liquidity on Hedera lost 33% in a few hours, while the token itself dropped only 10%. As soon as the network is restored, the price will respond with an increase. The network may already be running stably at the time of this video. Hedera is a centralized network run by people from top companies like Google, IBM, Deutsche Telekom, etc. The project doesn't hide its centralization, so it's fine that they stopped the network. Local fear in the market is a good opportunity to buy off a fundamental project. In my video 2 weeks ago, I talked about Hedera and pointed out a good buy zone was at 3 to 4 cents. So far, everything is going to plan and even a hack won't stop it. HBAR has over 1,000% upside potential in a bull market. And while we're moving on to the funniest and most ambiguous asset, subscribe to the channel, please, and give this video a thumbs up. So, the third altcoin with growth potential is Shiba Inu memcoin. The launch of Layer 2 of the Shibarium blockchain will take place this week. Shibarium will open up access to NFT, meta-universe, fast and cheap transactions, and will take Shiba and its army of fans to the next level. Bone is a native Shibarium blockchain token that will be used to pay commission fees. It is at a local high, so today let's break down the Shibcoin, as it is the key to the ecosystem. Shibarium Core are committed to building a global ecosystem and encourage burning SHIB on every Shibarium project. In order to burn SHIB, using their updated burn portal, this will function inside the base gas fee of these transactions. Each time a transaction is made on this network, SHIB will be burned. This will decrease SHIB supply and stimulate token growth. When to buy and sell SHIB? The price is gradually returning to the global accumulation phase. This is a good signal, as there is still time to gain SHIB position before the explosive growth and development of the ecosystem. However, I believe that the launch of Shibarium is already priced in. Usually, the growth occurs before a major event, and this case is no exception. On the chart, I have highlighted areas for profit taking in the case of an active market and the development of Shibarium. The potential is approximately 5 to 8 times at a moderate risk. Vitalik Buterin dumped $250 million worth of memcoins and transferred the money to the Ethereum Foundation. Then he wrote on Reddit that Byte, like other memcoins, are shitcoins, have no redeeming culture or moral value, and will probably lose you most of the money you put into them. I specifically pointed this out because Shiba Inu is no longer a memcoin, but a full-fledged ecosystem with a future. The next altcoin that has the most powerful news break for growth is Litecoin. In 130 days around July, there will be LTC halving. Historically, Litecoin reached a local high just a couple of weeks before the halving. It's possible the situation will happen again. This January, Litecoin overtook Ethereum in the number of addresses and reached 170 million addresses. On a percentage change basis, Litecoin has been outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum since May 2021. Also, Hong Kong's SEC will only allow retailers to trade tokens that are in 2 or more indices that include Litecoin in addition to Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is, LTC could be among the few assets that the Chinese will be able to legally buy. This is an obvious bullish signal. Litecoin is now near the upper limit of a strong support zone. If markets continue to fall, I expect LTC to trade below $70 for about a month or two. And then there's going to be a sharp rise ahead of the halving. The only thing that bothers me is a price drop below the 200-day moving average. If the daily candle takes it below that, it will confirm the weakness of the market, and I will be waiting for further declines towards $50. Going down to lower time frame, we see a strong correction. This is a sign of a healthy market. The price is in the local buy zone. At most, it will drop to $47. Gather liquidity and then bounce back up. Globally, there is a more positive outlook for Litecoin than a negative one. Last but not least is Aptos. The project has raised $300 million in investments from Coinbase, Binance, and other large funds. The team is partly from Meta and Solana. The guys know how to make hype products and pump coins. Aptos is the only blockchain in which you can make P2P transactions directly in Twitter. All you have to do is connect your wallet to Twitter, and you can send coins and NFTs to anyone. The nearest unlock of 4.5 million coins will happen as early as March 12. These are validator unlocks that happen every month. But the biggest investor unlock will happen in November 2023. And so the token may be pumped, as Solana and Flow before. As for the price, I expect it to return to the level of $7 to $8, where there will be a good point for buying with the aim to sell at $20 and higher. Aptos is very manipulative. About 97% of all coins are in only 20 wallets, so be careful. To sum up, I've shared with you 5 altcoins that are in a good area to buy and have the growth potential. I would like to emphasize, always do your own analysis before you buy or sell a coin. There is a lot of negativity in the market right now and the risks are much higher, so take that into account. If you don't know anything about altcoins, invest only in Bitcoin and Ether. This way you won't lose more than the market. Make a profit. And thanks for watching your Coin Post.